Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I do have a special needs child. You'll hear him in the background clapping his hands and making noise. He's jealous of anyone or anything that takes my time from him. That being said, today I am so excited to play with the Honey palette from ColourPop. I did get the palette. I got the brush set, and I got 4 of the Super Shock shadows. I have a mess going on. I have Sixth Sense. I have Rainbow Connection, Heat, and Floating. I didn't get the loose pigments because I already had them, the Fool for You and the Lion. So you guys have already seen me use this, I know for sure. But yeah, I was so excited when I saw they came out with this palette because I am a little bit of a collector of their monochromatic palettes. I've actually considered, because I have the Huda Beauty emerald, or what, the precious gems ones. I know there's a blue one, a red one, an orange one, a green one, a purple one, and I was considering doing like a versus with the Huda and these, just as kind of a fun thing. See what I could create on one eye with one and one eye on the. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments, where nobody ever goes except for family. And I'm looking to change that because I would love to hear from more of you out there. Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, and without making this intro any longer than it already clearly is, yeah, let's get into this tutorial and see how I created this eye look. Okay, so I have my brows done with my Anastasia Brow Wiz Brow Gel and the Brow Tinted Gel. And I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer on. I put a little on the bottom too because I want these colors to pop on the top and the bottom. So let's start out with this E2 in this shade right here, Sweet Spot. I am so excited about this palette. Yeah. When I saw they were releasing it, I was like, oh yeah, gotta have it. And yeah, that's just, and I might have should have set my eye primer, because do you see right there in the middle where it's like not wanting to accept the pigment? It's okay, we'll just try. I'm gonna try to pack it on and then just blend it out and see how that goes. I love yellow eyeshadow. I have been having a yellow eyeshadow moment lately. I'm going to use that same brush, and I think I'm going to dip into Oh Behave and try to deepen up the outer V and a little bit more into that crease. Maybe we can help with that patch right there in the middle. Like I said, it might simply be that I didn't set my eye primer, so we're not going to blame that on the palette, because I do have some palettes that I have to make sure that I set my eye primer with some kind of translucent powder, or like maybe we could have took this shade right here and set it down before we done anything, because yeah, and that shade looks really similar to that first shade we used. Maybe just a shade darker, but it's a yellow palette, so what do you expect? Alright, I'm going to take this E5, also part of the ColourPop deal, and I'm going to dip into some Buzzkill and really start deepening. I might put this on the inner corner as well. Drag it up through that lash line. This is I'm definitely swirling in to the pan when I pick this up, just so you know, because it is a really light shade, but I'm not going to complain too much because I'm going for more of the yellow look anyway. I'm going to take that first brush we used just to kind of buff out those edges as per usual. And yeah, that seems to be blending out pretty nicely. Now I'm going to take this E1 from the collection and I'm going to mix Sweet Spot and Oh Behave, and I'm going to start working those on the lower lash line. And meeting it with the top out here. Like that. Back with that E5 that we used in Buzzkill. I just want to do the outer corner and wing this color out just a little, I think. Just to have that elongated effect. Go back with that E1 and just buff along those edges a little, just to make sure there's no harsh edges at all. I want it to be very seamless. I think I'm going to use the E11 in that Buzzkill and put it real tight to my lash line, just in that outer bit here. I just wanted to deepen it up just a little bit more, and then maybe buff over it with that E5 just a little, just because I felt like when I went in with this brush and buffed that it kind of buffed away a little, and I don't want it to disappear. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to take this F12 because it's quite a big blending brush and just blend around everything. This has absolutely no product on it. I just wanted a clean brush to make sure we have that seamless blend that I'm going for. Okay, so I just took some of my NYX glitter glue on the back of my hand, and where'd that brush go? There it is. The E3, it's like just a flat pigment brush. I want to do something a little different because I've seen everybody using the shimmers out of this, so I'm curious about these quads that these Super Shock shadows that I got. I want to try a couple of them out. So let's just get that NYX down on my eye like so, and then I'm going to take that, of course, and let me dry it off just a little because I don't know if I want to dip this that wet into the Super Shock shadow. Okay, now I think I'm gonna start out with Rainbow Connection. Looks like that. dip a little bit in there and start packing that towards this outer part of my my lid. And that is so beautiful. It's almost like a coppery foiled shade. You know what I mean? I really like that. I just color switched this off. I think I'm going to take this shade Floating and put that on the rest of that blank space we have going on here. And oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh, do you guys see that? That is so gorgeous. This shade actually reminds me a lot of the Fool For You pigment. Yeah, but it may be, it's definitely a tad bit shimmerier. I don't know how else to say it. Shimmerier, even a word. It is today. But yeah, so pretty. I think I want to take my finger and pick just a little bit of that up to melt those two colors together. And I might do the same with, actually, I think I'm going to let's grab 6 cents. And let's mesh that right in the middle. Just with my finger. Just for a little something, something. And to help these other two colors blend together. And then you see we get that effect that, yeah. I can't think. It's been too long since I filmed. Gonna go back with that E2 and make sure this is all looking seamless. Goodness, Yote. Okay, I think I'm going to take this BH number 10 because it's really, really tiny into Sunburst right here. And I'm going to do my brow bone. I'm not sure how I feel about that on my brow bone. It's not bad, I guess. And I'm going to do this inner corner. Drag it down the first part of that lash line. Just to, yeah, brighten things up. That inner corner shade definitely gave me some sparklies on my face. But yeah, I'm gonna brush some of that away. Anyway, let's try to get a wing on here, shall we? Okay, now that I messed up my wings so badly, I literally had to go back and redo my eyes because I had to wash that off. It was terrible. They're not much better now, but anyway, we're going to go in with ColourPop's, I guess it's CRSSD crust. And I'm going to put that, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to put black in my waterline. So I think I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24-hour eye pencil in black just to hopefully draw attention away from my wing. Oh, no. Just because I like the black and yellow together. I think it looks nice together. So, yeah, I definitely like that. Much better than I think I would the yellow. I did want to mention to you guys that I am trying out well, I've done the primer before where I take and mix like the no pore Blemo, which is a thinner, more liquidy primer, and then in my T-zone I put this one. And today I'm actually trying, I saw a tip that if you mix your like a matte foundation with a dewy foundation, like more like my foundsealer and my Estee Lauder, I'm gonna mix those today and we're gonna see how they turn out, so, or if it wears better on my skin in the summer. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blending brush and yeah, let's blend this puppy out. Then of course I just like to go across my foundation with my sponge just to make sure there's no streaking and all that good stuff. Plus, if you do this, you really press that foundation into those large pores. This is mainly a step for, I think, people with larger pores to really press it in, but I would do it even if you have, I don't know, because if you have drier skin, I think it's just easier to go in with a sponge anyway, because in the wintertime when my skin is a little drier on the on the outside perimeter of my face, I can speak, I promise. I think everything just works better with a damp sponge anyway than a brush. I started liking the brush more, definitely, the more we got into the humid part of summer. And then I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star concealer as per usual. I love this concealer and I can use it again because he says he is bringing it back in stock. So yes. And let's go for that. Then I'm going in with my Huda Tantour in Fair, and we're going to sizzle out this chunky face of mine, because we all know I have a chunky face. I need to adjust my mirror. And we're gonna blend this baby out. Then I just take the edges of this sponge and do the contour of my nose. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie and pat the excess off, because this sponge picks up a lot of product. And pat out my eyes. And I just use this to do basically the high points of my face. Then while that bakes a little, I just flip my sponge to the clean side and I dip into my Nikkia Joy Cosmetics setting powder. I love this for setting the rest of my face. This stuff is the bomb. Like, truly, I love this stuff. I definitely use it a lot. I find myself reaching for it above pretty much all my other powders. So that tells you probably anything you need to know about it. Just gonna dust away this bake. Then I'm going to go in with my Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. I kind of got stuck in a thing where I was using just my Marc Jacobs, and I want to see how I feel about my other bronzers as well, just for future repurchasing, you know what I mean? And I haven't really wore this enough to have an opinion either way with it, and it's probably not a good thing, because yeah, when it comes that time to need more, you're stuck in that, oh, which one did I even like, the Fenty one, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not about that. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. And I think I'm going to dip into a little bit of ginger and a little bit of my, oops. Let's see. I think it is ginger and Miami. So I've really been liking this combo on my cheeks lately. I think it looks so pretty, and I am just reaching for orange blush over pink a lot lately, like a lot. Then to just make sure everything's looking blurred, I use my Marc Jacobs on a big fluffy brush and pretty much go over my entire face just to make sure we're looking very nice. I want to feel like looking pretty today, even though I got to give Thomas a haircut. And yeah, that's all I have to do. Then I'm going to take my Morphe spray, melt all that powder together, and pat over it with that bottom flat part of my sponge. I think this takes away from the cakey look some and makes everything look just a little bit more flawless. I have not been liking, I don't know what's going on with my nose lately. The contour of my nose never turns out right. I may just go back to using just powder contour on my nose, because yeah, I'm definitely not feeling how it's been looking lately. And for highlight today, I'm going to go in with my Lunar Beauty in Mercury. This is such a pretty highlight. It's a little glittery, I guess is the way you would word it. But you can pat it into the skin and it doesn't look too bad at all to me. But I mean, there's no denying how stunning this highlight is. I love this highlight. I love almost all my highlights. There's a couple of them I'm like, but I love almost all my highlights. Then I just take my sponge and pat it into my skin, because I think that pats some of that glittery look out and makes it look a little more natural. Not as natural as a bright highlight like this can actually look. And for lips today, I think I'm going to use, I have this from Ulta Beauty lip liner. I believe this one is Blem. And then the ColourPop November is the Ultra Satin Lip. I love this combination. And for the finishing touch, I'm going to use my Inky Minky lashes in Hi There Gorgeous, because Ooh La La and Hi There Gorgeous just sound good together. while my lash is dry, I don't think I'm entirely happy with this inner corner. I think I'm just gonna lightly tap a little bit of this mercury on top of it, because I kinda wanted this to be a little brighter than what it actually ended up coming out. But this this mercury highlighter, I think, is gonna, yeah, make it look really, really nice. So while I'm waiting on my lashes to dry, I'm gonna flip this mirror around to the 3x magnification and put some of my Better Than Sex mascara on my top lashes just to get started, because it takes forever for this Kiss Lash Glue to dry. I'm trying to use this black one because the other one I have, the clear kind with the brush, I like those styles of glues better. But yeah, my front corners never want to stay. I just got to go back to using the velour. I was happy with the velour, and I shouldn't have changed it, and I did, and now I'm regretting it. So is it just me, or does everyone have trouble getting this inner corner to behave on lashes? Because, yeah, I don't know. Lashes have been giving me a hard time lately, all around. And it's ever since I ran out of my velour lash glue. I'm just saying, there was a point in time when you probably couldn't convince me that a lash glue could make such a difference in the way your lashes go on, because, I mean, glue was glue in my mind. But, yeah, I'm here to say it does make a difference. It has to. I'm so irritated by the time I get my lashes on sometimes. I don't even want to have them on. It takes the fun out of it. Anyway, let me do my hair and I'll come back with some final thoughts. Okay, and this is the final look. What do you guys think? Do you like yellow eyeshadow? I do. I've been really feeling yellow eyeshadow this summer, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing with this palette. I'm still not sure how I feel about putting this glitter on my face because it is quite chunky. But yeah, for those of you who are rebels, you're gonna probably love it. It's beautiful. It's almost got like shifts of green in it. It's really, really pretty. But yeah, I wear contacts and I'm not sure how I feel about putting glitter on my eyes. So yeah, I'll leave that up to you. Other than that, the products I did use today, the Super Shock Shadows, are beautiful. I think the second time around, after I messed up my wing eyeliner, I had to redo my eyes. I did set my base, and I think it came out a little better. So I recommend setting that base if you don't want to have a hard time. And yeah, my lashes are driving me crazy, y'all. I just don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think of this eye look. Let me know if you want to see me do more, maybe with the pressed pigments and the shimmers in this palette. We could even incorporate other palettes in it. And let me know what you think of the Versus idea. Could be fun. Anyway, from me and Thomas to all of you, lots of love. We hope you'll consider liking and subscribing to our channel. We would love to have you around for more videos. And we'll see you on the next Teresa Tries Tutorials. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.